Oh, I have eaten food. I am eating food. I am trying to fix this shit. Oh my god, low blood sugars fucking suck. I've eaten a lot of food. My god. And my head hurts a bit too for some reason. Hopefully these aren't signs that I'm getting sick again. Otherwise, I'm going to kill someone. Be it myself or someone else. Anyway, let's get into this game. Right? Right. Hi, hey, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're gonna see how 6 people died today, probably. Victor, this should be great. Also, hi, Dark Bit. Oh shit, I just moved back. Krause laughed as though blind to his own shortcomings. Of course, Eva was offended, but she didn't strike back. Go ahead, Aniki. No, even if everything we imagine is true, she should want to throw out her chest with Brian joining on Dad's inheritance problem. Or she could flood the place with like toxic fumes and kill all of you. Actually, does this place have ventilation? I mean, yeah, no, it does. It does. It has a furnace room. I remember it, and they could smell the death from there. In the episode 1, yeah, so they do have ventilation. So theoretically, everyone could die by poison. Honestly, Lados had the right idea of how to kill people. Very good idea. I mean, there's a good chance that this love is showing like with Mom. You might have been aware that she was his mistress and at the same time felt kind of bright as his real life. That is an insult to Mother. Yeah, sorry. But everyone knows it was a political marriage decided by his outer relatives. Is that we can be sure it wouldn't be odd for Dad to have a mistress. You know, I do have a question. I don't know. In his way went down the real short end of the stick. Yeah, no, he made his. Kenzo made sure his stick was shorter once he got with her. Sorry. But more seriously, what timeline of Kinzo's life do we have right now? Because I'm wondering, like, theoretically, there could have been like I don't know, maybe there was an entire mansion here originally for his mistress, and then took it down, but I don't know enough. The family sank after the Great Kanto earthquake, and Kinzo was set up as a Ushiromiya family head against his will. However, in the beginning, he was influenced only by the outer relatives who treated him like a puppet while they pulled the strings. This mansion was already here when they got here? Huh. Wouldn't be that absurd of a twist overall, surprisingly. He wasn't permitted to decide anything by himself, not even his marriage partner. By his meeting with the Golden Witch features in those unhappy days, Kinjo's legend of the goat was clearly embellished as something dramatic. In other words, it could mean that Kinjo met with a woman he really did love. If she also knew this whole story, and even if they weren't marriage partners, it wouldn't have been odd for her to consider herself his true wife inside her heart. And here's as usual, Victor saying, the kids all know down in Tonto Bond, don't they? If there was another residence, they know, right? No. It's weird. Honestly, it's really weird to me, Victor, because I don't actually have in my mind a good idea of how big Rokujima is. Because they say that part of the reason Kraus is building a resort here is so he has an excuse to comb through the entire island. Which, like, I don't know. Okay. There is a giant cliff that you can walk up. That'd be a really good place to, you know, see any clearings that might be over there. And there's, like, they just don't walk through always. Like, it... Yeah, they mentioned that they were all there to explore the forest when they were young. Yeah, I can believe that. But, I mean, these aren't young people anymore. So why aren't they just fucking coming over and exploring sometimes? Now the person registered as a true life was already dead. Not sure myself, Darkbit. I don't have a good idea of how big Rokujima is. In one case, he might be formally intending to approach on the right to his assets, but not over the edge of as well. It was mentioned earlier that the circumference of the island is about 10 kilometers. I'm going to write that down so that way I don't forget. I'm going to forget again, most likely. Thank you, Rush. I see. Damn, 10K is not small. It isn't, but I don't know. There feels like there's multiple ways to figure things out. Like, you know, take a ladder, go up, check things out, you know, things like that. Like, I don't know. I think there's a couple ways. And the headship to the one who solves the epitaph's riddle. So that's what it means. What's the location of the island again? Is it basically a fictional Izu Island? I think so.
仮にその愛人が後ろ宮家に序列を得ていたとしても、その序列は
A one-story building could be hidden pretty well if there's forest. It's mostly forest, right? Yeah. My thought process is mostly actually on the idea of the lights and smoke. Because if she's like if it's using normal like Cohen shite for if there is a hidden place and they're using like Cohen stuff to, you know, heat up the place, then you should be able to find some way. That means she's obtained a rank within the Ushinomiya family, since she's not direct. But her father should be inferior to even the children. Oh, in other words, she would be right below Rose in rank. That's not a good position to join the battle for headship. Maybe it's over 6 miles wide. Get your telescope. They exist. I think this time they exist, at least. I'm being very optimistic, I know. So, that's it. Someone can solve the witch's riddle, they will receive the headship regardless of rank. In other words, this is the most advantageous condition that Peach could get since she has no chance whatsoever. Was a place for keeping a mistress, presumably relatively close to the main house, though? The servants, at least the senior ones, should know. Theoretically, I'm quite sure, like, Goda should know, theoretically. Out of all this, or sorry, not Goda, Genji. Genji should know out of all the servants theoretically, because Genji's the most trusted. And possibly Shannon and Cannon. That would be mostly by accident, I feel, because, you know, they've been here since they were 5 and 6, I think, respectively, which is fucking ridiculous. The arrival of the Ushiro family had been made possible by the gold Beatrice had bestowed. In other words, the credit belonged to her. She had built that wealth together with Kinzo, so it was natural that she would have thought of herself as the one who should inherit it. It was also natural for her to despise the thought of giving a single cent to the children of the wife Kinzo had never loved. How incredibly impertinent! Even the Mitchers actually existed for her to write over the right to the head's inheritance would be an outrageous action for far above her place. A disregard for her own place. Nachi turned red, her fist quivering. By the way, I want to mention this because, again, I'll say this fucking almost every stream till we get an answer. How is someone supposed to submit the answer? Like, fine, Bito's like, the letter comes out and it's like, hey, if you can solve the riddle, you get everything. Cool. If I read out every single word in the dictionary, do I get it? How do you know if I said it? Like, no one's questioned it, and that bothers me. Mail in? Where the fuck's the address? There are complicated circumstances. We enter entry in the Ushiromiya family register. Those who knew that understood more or less why she was so angry for the sake of Kinzo's dead wife. That's what I've been assuming, Victor. That if they're actually supposed to solve the riddle, and it's not just, you know, complete BS, and they don't have anyone to, like, give an answer to, and if they have to actually find the gold, well, it'd be completely unfair if they had to go outside the island. They literally can't do that. So it would have to be somewhere on the island. My guess, if it is on the island, is still, by the way, underwater. That's not the most unreasonable thing.
Ma, その暴挙のおかげで私たちにも公平にチャンスがあるわけなんだけどね。
Well, thanks to your courageous actions, now we all have a chance, right?
それにお父様はこの暴挙を
And
黙
also,
認
Father,
され
given that
ている。
outrageous action is silent approval.
後宮家を継ぐのは愛人ベアトリーチェか、愛はなくとも血を受け継ぐ私たちか。
Will the person who succeeds the Ushiromiya family be his mistress Beatrice, or one of us who we may not love, but we do carry his blood?
それを争わせて確かめたいというのでしょうね。
Maybe he wants to make a struggle over that to see who is worthy. As Evangelion. Eva giggled roguishly. Proud shrugged his shoulders and looked away.
でもその条件を向こうが出
However,
してき
since
た
it
とい
was the
うこ
other
と
party
は
that brought up this condition,
向こうは十
I
分
wonder
な
if that
賞
means that
賛
the
が
other
あるとい
party
うこ
has
と
a
じゃない
significant
のかしら。
advantage. That's a point too. In fact, if he just meant that letter literally, then she's father's alchemist.
お父さんの顧問錬金術師。つまり黄金
In other
の
words, she's the
管
manager
理
of the
者。
gold.
その隠し場所を知っていても何の不思議もないやないか。
Wouldn't be strange at all if she knew where the gold was hidden, would it?
こらひどい話やで。
What a bad joke this is.
答えを知って
Like she's giving us a riddle she knows the
出
answer
してきた
to.
も同じや。 これでシャーシャーと現れて、これが答えや。家督はいただきやで、なんて
I
言わ
probably
れ
show
た
up
ら。
randomly, say, hey, here's the answer. I'll take the headshot now.
わしらすべて
That's
かっ
everything
ぱ
away
ら
from
わ
us.
しまうわ。
そうね。
That's right.
謎々の出題者は
The
常
one
に
who
正
sent
解を知っている
such
も
a
の
riddle
よ。
always knows the answer.
これは
Let's get into
私
the...
た
This
ち
all
から
tried to
全
steal
てを
everything
奪
from
う
us.
ために作られた罠の可能性が高いわ。
そこまで考えると、そもそも彼女が本当に黄金を持っているかどうかは怪しいと思わんかね。
If you think about it like that, don't you start to doubt whether she really has the goat in the first place.
なぜ我々にその存在を教える？
Why didn't she tell us about it?
黙って着
All you have to do would be say something and bezo it.
確か
You're right.
におかしな話だ。
Doesn't make much sense. Indeed, it was just as they said. They would have to show the way to where the goat was hidden. Why would she challenge them to solve it? They actually did solve it. Wouldn't the goat all be stolen? Maybe that the person was trying to set something up, so they tried to solve the epitaph. And when then snatched up before they did solve it? That was a very reasonable guess.
いいえ、
No.
チェス盤をひっくり返して考えれば、黄金を実際に持っている可
If you
能性
flip over
は
the
低く
chessboard,
ない
there's a
かも
pretty
しれ
good
ない。
chance that they actually do have the goat.
どうしてそんなことが断言できるのよ。
How can you be so certain?
待て姉貴。
Wait, Anaki.
キリエ、
Here,
続きを話
let's
して。
keep talking.
"どうしてそう思う？
Why do you think that?
だって私たちは魔女の碑文なんていう謎々の答えを教えられたくらいで、
After all, they really just think that just telling us the answer to the riddle in the... Do you really think that just telling us the answer to the riddle in the witch's epitaph
本気で後
was
ろ
just
に
being
や
up
け
to
の
for us to hand over the
家
headship of the Ushiromiya family?
謎々の答えに感服して
That
降参を
we'd be so impressed with the answer to the riddle that we just give up?
そらまあ、それもそうやな。
Well, that's true.
謎々の
They
答え
think
を
we
教
just
え
give up
ら
after
れ
being
た
told
く
the
らい
answer to the
で
riddle.
わしらがあっさり降参して家督を
We just say, here you go, and hand over. They got nothing in
そ
common.
ら甘い話やな。
Yeah, but theoretically, Hideyoshi, like, they could literally have it written in a will somewhere, or on a legal binding document. It's actually not that absurd. Like, sure, you guys can dis-fucking-agree, but if, like, there's a document signed by Kenzo saying, yeah, whoever solves the riddle gets my fucking gold and everything, they'd be like, yeah, okay. Understandable. Can't really get past that.
当然です。
Of course.
後ろ宮家の
That's
家
the
督を
Ushiro family. It's
そ
not
んな
something that can be
程
handed
度の
over
こと
so
で譲ること
easily.
があるわけがない。そういうことよ。
That's exactly
い
it.
くらベアト
No
リ
matter
ー
how
チが
one-sided
一方
game
的
Beatrice
にこんなゲーム
proposes,
を提案
even if
して
she
も
splendidly shows us the
そ
answer,
して見事その答えを
the
示
sort of
してみ
scenarios
せ
why
たと
lawyers
しても
exist. Exactly.
私たちは
There's no way
家督を
we'll
素
be
直
only
に
hand
譲る
over
わ
the
けもない。
headship. The problem with it being in a place on the island is that it would be impossible for the audience to solve. I mean, theoretically... So there's a couple problems overall, Carrie. Meta-wise, yes, we have no way of solving... We have a lot less chance of solving it if it's a location on the island we don't know about. I remind you of the chapel in episode 2, which we didn't know existed until episode 2. Next, I would like to point out, though, there's no way for them to win if they have to actually find the gold and then, you know, get it. It has to be on the island then. If they all die at the second after the storm passes, then yeah, they're kind of fucked if it's not on the island. Why not just if it's a normal murder, then just kill fucking everyone. Like, I think the biggest problem with solving the riddle location goes, no, that's a Maria thing to say, Darkbit, not reality. But, what I was saying. So, the big thing that we still don't, I'm of the opinion that we don't know the riddle. Or rather, we could know the riddle, but I'm not clever enough to actually find this out. Oh yeah, my theory about where the gold was, Punda, was that it's actually, like, underwater in possibly an alcove or something. It'd be a place where no one could easily find it, and you'd have to know the exact location to actually get to it, in that case. But what I was saying, yeah, the epitaph and the riddle seem to be separate things. Now, the riddle isn't the epitaph, but I don't know where to start. If the epitaph isn't the riddle, how the fuck do you find out what the riddle is in this epitaph? Like, that's like my problem, per se. I'm not smart enough to figure... I'm not smart enough. It's been spelled out to me, rather, that yes, the epitaph is not the riddle. The riddle is within the epitaph. But fuck if I can figure out what the epitaph actually is. Is it gonna be like behind... Want me to tell you the earliest I've seen anyone solve the epitaph, in terms of which chapter? I mean, go ahead. I don't think that's gonna be a spoiler necessarily. Like, there's such a big question about the epitaph with... What does... Before beginning the game, that'd be fucking insane. A part of my disadvantage, by the way, is if it's anywhere that's not on the island or talked about in-game, I have no fucking way of figuring it out because I don't know Japan. A 30-page what? Holy shit. Oh, that makes my head hurt immediately. And now I want to do too. How dare you curse me like this, Punda? You're making... Punda, you've now triggered my I want to try this too. How could you? Okay, let's start at the beginning, yeah. I did ask, but I didn't realize it triggered me this much. I want to figure this shit out. Okay. Hold on a second. Punda, do you have the riddle in Japanese? I need help figuring this out. To be fair, some of the crucial clues are very easy to forget in the heat of the moment. Honestly, Punda, that's why I asked what we knew about Kinzo's life. Because some problem... Okay, so a big problem is... I have not been... obviously, I haven't been writing down all of Kinzo's life details. And that makes it fucking hard as shit. Because, like, I just wasn't doing that. So I don't know everything about Kinzo. Like, let me think. So, like, what do we know now, I guess? Kids were brought to island 30 years ago. It is solvable in English as rush. You think there's a specific translation of the epitaph where it's solvable in English? Some of the translations aren't. I hope this is one of them that's solvable in English. There's no river on the island. I... Oh, so... Nobody give him any hints for this, or we'll be here? Okay, fine. Fine, I'll fucking leave it alone, because otherwise I'm gonna be fucking stuck here just waiting for 5 hours because I'm interested in figuring out a riddle. God damn it. You know, it's hilarious too, because I do remember that during a spree when I was many years prior, I looked up Umineko on TV tropes and looked through everything and looked at the epitaph solution. I don't remember that worth a damn. Give it a try, everyone in chat. If we can, can we be more clever than the Ushiromiya family and actually solve this shit? I'd be love that. And then Punda's just fuck. Punda's just Beto in this case, isn't he? Oh my fucking god. The one who knows the answer. Great.
つまり私たちが
In other words, unless there's something that forcibly compels us to play this game under fair conditions.
強制力がない限り
Frankly, listening to them not solve is less interesting than watching us not solve it.
このゲームは成立し
This
ない
game won't function as a game.
そうだな。
That's right.
負けた時、
Unless the loser are forcibly compelled to hand over the headship, the game doesn't work.
を持たせなきゃ。このゲームは成立しない。
Oh, that's right, Punda. Do you not have a link to the Discord? I can add in a one-time link if you want it right now.
その強制力というのはどういう
And what would this compelling force be?
我々を鎖で縛って
Will they bind us in chains and turn us into handing over the headship?
というのかね
Oh yeah, that'd be appreciated. Okay, gonna give that now then. Invite. Edit invite link. Limit on use. Time. 3 minutes. Oh, you guys need two? Okay, hold on a second. Let me adjust this to be 5. Sure. Okay. There we go. I see.
わかったわ
I get it.
私たちが喜ん
They
で
would just have to do
家族
something
を
which
放
would
棄
make
した
us
くなるよ
willingly
うに
give
す
up
れ
the
ばいいわけ
headship.
ねなるほど
I see.
ならば確かに
And yes,
ベアト
certainly
リーチ
Peaches
は
would
10
have to
ト
be
ン
in
の
possession
黄
of
金を持
this
ってい
10
なけ
tons
れ
of
ばなら
gold.
ない
そうか。わしにも
Work
わかっ
right.
た
I
で。
get it too.
つまり取引っちゅうわけやな。
In other words, a trade, right? Huh?
どういう意味
What
です
do you
か
mean?
取引
A trade?
何を
Trade what?
後ろ宮家の
The
家族
Ushiromia
と
family headship for the
隠
hidden
し黄
gold.
金をよベアトリーチェはきっと10トンの黄金の所在を明かしそれで後ろ宮家の家督を買収するつもりなのよ
Eh? Oh my fuck. No, we're not going there already. What the fuck you mean etymology is I? That's bullshit. The fuck? Sorry, I was looking something up out of curiosity. Isn't that fucking love in Japanese, or am I going crazy here? Where the fuck's your Wiktionary? Okay, out of curiosity, I was like, okay, let's look up sweet fish. You know, why not? What's the definition of sweet fish? I'm not expecting anything amazing, you know? I'm just like, oh, fuck it. Let's go. Let's check this shit out. I go fucking on Google and look up sweet fish definition. And I'm like, okay, what comes up? Oh, Wiktionary. Okay, I'll click on that. It's probably just gonna tell me what the kind of fish it is. And it's like, yeah, I don't know, the Ayu of East Asia. Okay, I don't really know what that means necessarily, but fine. It's only just getting a prize for sweet tasting. Oh, it's a game fish. Okay, cool. Hey, cinnamons. Why is I there? Why is love there? What the fuck? And now I'm questioning everything because I'm like, is this fucking mean that? Does sweet fish mean love? If so, I'm gonna fucking break a leg. Oh, my head's already hurting more. Beatrice surely plans to tell the location of the 10 tons goat and use that as a bribe to gain the Ushiromiya family headship. Phoebe, no, the translation has to be solvable. It is solvable. You just have to fucking look up the etymology of a word. Kill me. Not even, like... That's why I'm questioning, why is it in Wiktionary the fucking... Why do they list sweetfish as something else? Also, what the fuck does Ayu mean? No, seriously, what the fuck does Ayu mean? I never heard that before. Ridiculous! They want to trade the success in the glorious Ushiromiya family for money? Yep, Umineko means sea cat, which means seagulls. Blasphemy. Blasphemy against the Ushiromiya family. Listen without getting mad. Maybe it's solvable without looking up specific definitions? Okay, Rush, is it solvable if I don't know fucking almost any locations in Japan? Like, I'm terrible. Like, I'm fucking... I don't know. Tokyo Tower, I sometimes wonder where the fuck it is. Like, that kind of terrible. Are we really that affluent? The definition of affluence is not dependent on property. It is about hearts. What relevance is our financial situation too? Krauss interrupted Natsuki. She started to go on emotionally. In this situation, the more she went on emotionally, the worse it would actually sound for them. Myself aside, I've heard that the rest of you are in pretty unfavorable situations right now. Oh, really? I've heard that your family situation is extremely unforgivable, actually. Yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that you'd have to Google something, even if it's not, you know, obviously Umineko related. Like, I don't know. I didn't know what the fuck a sweetfish was, necessarily. I didn't know it was fucking prize game fish. Like, huh, didn't know that. I thought, as a game fish, like, I just thought, oh, it's a fish. That's sweet. That's probably it, right? Oh, it's a game fish. Interesting. Okay. Repeatedly extending collateral for new money to gamble with. Repeatedly dabbling, gamble after gamble, unable to accept your losses. Your NFTs never pay out. If you want to talk about our state of affairs, not one of us here is as impoverished as you, Nissan. How much have you lost, Nissan? You have no talent. Who are you trying to say has no talent? I pointed this out earlier, Gunda, but I found a funny thing where it's a case of, theoretically, in episodes 1 and 2, if everyone just stuck in the room together and tried to solve the epitaph, they'd probably live because, you know, if everyone's in one place, then no separate murders can happen. And impoverished, you say? Natsuki became indignant once again, but Krauss raised his hand again and interrupted her. It seems you are making a small mistake. This is not something that can be judged based solely on simple progress. Are we fucking repeating ourselves here? I mean, okay. Yo, it's not zero escape stuff, knowing about specific chemical reaction type of crap. I mean, I'm kind of happy with it in some ways because it's everyone's saying it's hard as shit. So I'm less fucking I like, depending on the answer, I'm less angry. And it's like, oh well, yeah, maybe. Also, you're probably making me want to, like... You gotta have diamond hands, Eva! Yeah, this is actually making me want to go back through episodes 1 and 2 and look for any small details.
私のよう
When
な
someone
長
conducts
期的
business
視野
with
での
a
ビジ
view
ネ
to
ス
the
とな
long
ると
term as I do,
時に短い単位期間では一見大きな損失を出しているようにも見える。
it may sometimes appear at a glance that they have suffered some significant short-term losses.
兄貴
Hanaki,
裏は取れて
you've been collecting evidence.
今は見栄を張ってる
Now is not the
場合じゃない
time to be putting up a front.
つまりキリエはこう言いたいのさ
So this is what Kyrie is trying to say.
全員が
No, this
全
one
員
was stuck for money.
そしてベアトリーチは
And Beaches has 10 tons of
本当の
gold.
黄金を持っている
ベアトリーチェは自分だけがありかを知る10トンの黄金
Also, the only person who knows the location of 10 tons of gold, Beaches is planning on using it to force us to sell the position family head.
10トンの黄金の価値
About
は
how
どの
much is
くらい
10 tons of gold worth? I will also be frank for everyone too. EV, how do I like Reverie so hard? What? I haven't fucking played Reverie. What? What, eh? What? Anyway, what I was trying to say. I don't actually think the location of the gold matters. Like, let me put it like this. Oh, it's about me playing ahead. Oh, I see. I don't think the gold doesn't matter. The gun doesn't matter. They're both elements that introduce distrust and problems in chat. Not in chat. Oh, fuck, I read something out while I was doing. God damn it. But, like, okay, if everyone finds the gold, that doesn't solve any issue. The murders might still happen. Like, let's say right the fuck now. Let's say right now, Kyrie found the gold. She said it, she found it, she got it. Okay. That's not gonna change anything. That doesn't do anything necessarily. It just kind of means, oh yeah, now Kyrie's the target for everyone instead of Beto. Yeah, it doesn't do anything good for anyone. It doesn't solve any issues if you find out where the goat is.
ざっと見積もって
As a rough estimate, 2 billion yen. Okay, but if the gun is the key to solving the epitaph, I'm gonna eat my words? You mean I'm gonna need lead? Rather not.
いいえ
No, 20 billion yen.
これだけを積まれた
If
ら
she threw that much our way, we
私
would be
たちは
jumping the
歓
joy to
喜して
accept her
彼
as
女を
successor
次
to
期
the
当
head.
主に認めるわ
Don't fucking ooh at me when I can't ooh. The silence returned. The scene returned to silence. Even the rain and the wind sounded louder. That was probably also the sound of the windstorm that disturbed the insides of their mind.
冗談じゃないわよ
You must be joking.
多少お金を積まれたくらいで
That just because she talks me a little money.
どこの馬の骨とも知
I
れ
given
ない
up the
女に
family
家
had
族を
to
譲
one
る
of
なんて
doubtful origin.
アホ抜かせ
Don't talk stupid.
もともとお前に家督なんぞいかんやないか
We weren't even going to succeed from us in the first place.
わしらは何も
We
失
have
わず
nothing to lose and money
に
to
金だけ
gain.
をもらえる話やでそらそんとこ
We're
感
going to
情は
calculate
必要
profit
や
and
わ
loss, but it's something worth
聞
listening
くに
to.
値する
Yeah,
話や
that's not the argument you should be making, Hideyoshi. They knew that much of the Ushiromiya family assets had been eaten up by Kraus. The dregs that remained of that inheritance versus the compensation for being accepted as the head that Beaches would pay. It was a shame, but honestly the former was less enticing than the latter.
まあ4等分とはならねえけどな
Well, it probably wouldn't end up as 4 equal portions.
次期当主を
Zanaki would be giving up his position as successor. His portion would have to be larger.
やむを得ねえだろうよ羨ましい話
And
だ
you feel kind of jealous, you know?
あなた
Dear,
金額の問題じゃ
the
ないで
money's
し
in
ょ
the problem, right?
不甲斐ない弟たちは
Your cowardly younger sibling trying to sell the glory of the Ushiromiya family for money.
ここで長男の威厳を示
Why
さ
are you
ず
just
して
letting your
何
duty say
と
out
するのです。
夏希、
Natsui.
しばらく黙ってい
Stay
なさい。
quiet for a while.
あなた
Dear,
こりゃクラッとくる話だ
this
ぜ。
is a dizzying proposal.
俺たちは兄貴から2億半ずつ引っ張ろうと思って、
We're each trying to gain 250 million yen out of Anarchy,
もし魔女様が
which
俺
could
たちに
treat us with even 10% of those 10
10トンのうちの
tons.
1割も弾んでくれたなら、
20億ね。
Okay, so Nachi's kind of annoying during these talks. Look, Nachi hasn't gotten her confirmation that she's officially a part of the family in Kinzo's eyes. If she gets that, she's a fucking awesome person who does what she thinks is best for everyone, and is not Rosa in that, and is not Rosa. $25 billion yen is $165 million today. Oh wow, that's a decent chunk of change.
あ
Yeah,
あ、俺たちは
that means you're treating us 10 times our original goal.
弾まれちまうことになる。
Sounds a bit too good if you're asking me, but oh well.
そんだけあれば俺たちは十分だぜ。
That alone would be more than enough for us.
どうせ後ろ宮なんて名前に未練はねえ
Not
ん
like
だ。
I have any attachment to the Ushiromiya name.
喜んで売っ払ってやら。
Why does she need to talk to Kinzo? Beto can also engrave the one-winged angel into her heart, just a little more literally. We have not seen her do that, Dark Bit, so she cannot do that magic. Because magic ain't real.
10トンすべてを提
Even
供
the
して
full
くれる
10 tons
と
ago
は
might be a
さ
bit
す
much
が
to
に川山
expect.
用だとしても。なるほど。
I see,
私たち
would
にと
still
って
be an attractive
魅
prospect
力
for
的
us.
な話になるわね。私たちはベアトリーチェなどというよそ者を弾き出すために
We were trying to form an alliance among the siblings to keep the outsider called Beatrice out.
しかし彼女の目論見が
But
こう
if
な
this is her
らば
plan,
私たち兄弟の団結
it
は
will
バラバ
tear
ラにさ
apart
れ
the
るわ。
unity between us.
ええ、今こそはっきり断言で
Yes,
き
by
る。
that point, we can state it clearly.
ベアトリーチェの
The
手
old
紙
Beatrice's
の
letter
目
was to
的
disturb
は
our alliance.
私たちの結束をかき乱すことなのよ。
The three younger siblings who were never going to have any connection with the succession of the headship in the first place. For paying enough money to satisfy them, they would happily accept Beatrice as the next head. I know what he meant, Rush. I just like to say that that's not gonna happen. If it happens, I'm going to take my head off. At least for a couple minutes. So every obstacle to her headship will be removed except for Kraus. In that case, the negotiations will be one-on-one between her and Kraus. He tried to look strong, but Kraus' financial and legal situation were extremely weak. He did bluff in front of his siblings, but on the inside he was probably thinking that it might be alright to enter negotiations depending on some money involved. In order to bury his losses, I really fucking hope that we're not going to go through another conversation with these six and then they all fucking die. I really hope not. Taking my head off tends to be permanent? Talk to Patrick about that. Yeah, see, Darkbit knows. Therefore, when Kinzo died and the inheritance was distributed, Kraus would be held to account for that. If he gave up his seat as the head to Beatrice, he would also receive the rights to the assets, and as a result, the distribution of the inheritance with siblings would not occur. In other words, Kraus's embezzlement might not have to be made known to the other siblings. Of course, the siblings were referring to Kinzo. It's doubtful whether they would actually respected him as a father. By this time, they each had their own families, their own wealth, and their own lives. If they were paid enough money in exchange for Rokujima, the wrecked remains of Kinzo's dreams. Do I have an age for everyone? Nope, wrong section. There was a simple possibility that they would relinquish the Ushiro family name. In other words, Beatrice's victory is already guaranteed in this game. Not as the winner of Beatrice's game, but as the winner of Kinzo's game. Kinzo had put up the epitaph. To this day, no one had been able to solve it. the Beatrice had solved it. In other words, it's less a game, more like Beatrice's declaration of victory. However, Kyrie still felt something was slightly out of place. If this was a declaration of victory, Beatrice would only have to display the gold openly and state that she would buy the family headship. And yet, even at this late stage, she was explicitly telling the siblings to try to solve the epitaph. Why had she set up this new game where she agreed to hand over all the gold and wait to see the head to the person who solved the epitaph? Kyrie tried flipping over the chessboard several times. Also, I'm gonna add a note again. Hold on a second. Let me add a... Oh god, why is it so fucking small? Maria note at dinner. Ito's letter is revealed. Approaching with that strategy that might have guided Beatrice this line of thinking. In the end, she reached a single conclusion. Arrogance, perhaps? Or maybe she's playing. What are you talking about? The witch sent us letter challenge, telling us to solve the epitaph. You might be taking us lightly, thinking we could never solve it. However, there should be at least an extremely small chance that we will solve it. After all, we have here for father's children by blood, right? Poor people related by blood to the questionnaire who, if they tried frantically to work together and avoid having those assets stolen from them, might come across the answer to the riddle by chance. The reason the witch had the superior position on the negotiations compared to the siblings was that only she knew the location of the hidden gold. But if the hiding place was exposed to someone other than her, the witch's superior position would crumble. In short, Beatrice gains nothing but risk writing this witch's letter of challenge. Oh, my head. Oh, fuck. My head's starting to hurt. Damn. Of course, it might have had the effect of splitting apart the siblings' alliance. But if that was your only goal, why would you take that risk, however slight it might be? I think that's reckless. Not if you keep in mind a certain type of emotion, it becomes possible to understand that risk. And you're saying that's arrogance? That's right. When people have an overwhelming advantage, they tend to be arrogant. Yeah, that describes this bitch very well. That describes Vito very, very well. And when they do, they sometimes literally take on a small risk to show off that advantage to the losers. Amount of risk adds a little spice to the joy of victory. Nothing is as boring as victory without risk. I understand that. I also like that sort of thing. I understand it well. I tried thinking of a few other plots or explanations of the true motive behind Beatrice's letter. I think this really might be the truth. Oh, sorry, wrong voice. But I really think this might be the truth. The emotion hidden behind that letter was arrogance. Arrogance. Trying to throw her weight around, feeling honest as if there's no way we could route to the different epitaph.
ひょっとすると
Might be
気分
possible,
はお父さん
surprising
じゃ
that
な
the
く
epitaph wasn't written
彼
by
女が
father,
作ったのかも
but
しれ
by
ないわ
her.
ね。上等じゃないの。
Fine by me.
気分の謎が解けるかですって。
Solve the riddle of the epitaph, she says.
もしも解いたなら私を当
If
主
only I
にして
solved
くれ
it,
るね。
I'd be made head of the family, right?
解いてやる。
I'll solve it.
魔女の挑戦を
Accept the
受けて
witch's
やるわ。
challenge.
他の間抜けな
As
兄
one
弟
of the
的
Brayton
に解け
siblings
る
should
も
solve
の
it.
か。私一人が解い
I'll
て
solve it myself and I'll prove that I'm the one who is fit to succeed the
後ろ
Ushinomi
宮家を引き継ぐ
family.
にふさわしいということを証明してやるわ。
その挑戦乗ったわ。
I'll take that challenge. Oh, shit.
私が
I
謎を
will
解いて
solve that riddle. Well, this is gonna get interesting. I
魔女じ
see.
ゃなくベアトリーチェという名の愛人が島に存在していたわけか。
So not a witch, but mistress by the name Beatrice did exist on the island.
つまり
So there can be
人
more
間は
than
18
18
人以
people.
上いる。ということは18人全
Which
員
means I can't defeat the lines of reasoning which say that if it was impossible for all 18 people, it must be a crime involving magic.
これは大きい情報
That's
だ
some
ぜ。
big information. Excuse me. Oh my fucking god. Why am I so exhausted? Oh my god. Tyler-sama, would you care for some black tea and cookies? Vito's brother called himself Rono. Appeared out of nowhere in particular. Based on the silver tray that he held was a plate filled with delicious looking steaming black tea and cookies. Okay, why does he have the eagle? Because he's Beto's furniture and Beto's also the head of the family, and the people directly under the heads of the family get to wear the eagle. I don't fucking believe it, but that's internal logic right now. I really don't like this guy's smile. For some reason, it doesn't look like a smile, just warmly greet a guest. Feels like he's making fun of me for some reason. I don't know whether he really takes me for an idiot, or whether it's just a joke or something. It's really irritating me.
いらねえよ。
I don't want any.
俺は今取り込
I'm
み中
busy
なんだ。
right now.
放っておいてくれ。
Leave me alone. Huh. That's an interesting question, Darkbit. Did the crest come... Did Kinzo create the crest, or did the crest come from there? I mean, it's supposed to be the Ushinomiya family crest, so presumably existed before Kinzo took over. But... Huh. Not entirely unreasonable that after he became the head of the family, he changed the symbol. Now I'm thinking of a lot of shit. The goat crest is pressing the gold bars. Yes. But it's... Oh my. That is a shame. And the cookies have turned out oh so very delicious. So wonderfully it is a shame to waste them on a simple human. Truly wonderful cookies.
気が向いたら食ってやるぜ。
I'll eat someone if you like.
その辺に置いて。
Sit down somewhere over there and get out of here. Would that be acceptable?
それではそのようにいたしますよ。
Then I shall do so.
冷めてからお召し上が
May
り
eat them when you get golden stale, and then regret it as much as you like. And you did not eat them when they were freshly baked. You really are annoying.
ま
Well, you're a lot better
耳
than
元で気色
that
悪
Beto
くケラ
who's
ケラ
doing
笑
that
うベ
creepy
アトの
cackle
や
right
つ
next
よ
to
り
my
は
ear.
数段マシだがよ。
いえいえ、まったく。
Oh, yes, that is quite true.
お嬢様の笑い
There are times when my lady's laughter becomes
実に
quite
品があります
undignified.
それを聞くたびに
Every time I hear it, I think of my noble ring.
あのようなものを主にしなければならないの
And Shogun comprehend why I must have such a person as my master. Coo.
変なやつだな。
Man, you're weird.
そんなに嫌
I
な
don't
ら
like it,
使え
then
なきゃ
couldn't
い
you
いだ
just not work for her?
それでもなおお使いする
No, I'm gonna play for around 30 more minutes,
喜びなのでご
and
ざ
then
い
I
ます
think I'm gonna actually end the stream early because I've got I've got quite a decent headache, and I don't want, so I'm not gonna try pushing myself too hard. Really sucks, but like fuck, hate it.
それでなくては
One cannot
務ま
serve
りません
furniture without such an attitude.
それはさておき
I might go longer if I end up feeling better, but I don't know if I will, sadly. Let us set that aside. Damn, yeah, that's fair. Some douchey stuff coming up. Better enjoy with a clear head, yeah. I don't know why I've got a headache. I think I might have been staring at lights at work too long.
ゲームの方はいかがで
How
ご
has
ざい
the
ます
game been proceeding? Thankfully, we're still streaming tomorrow, so you know. Not gonna have to actually wait long to get more.
先ほど
Just now, I believe I heard you say you had found some good information. And we're quite
お喜びになられ
pleased
ていた
by
よ
it.
うですがさてさて
Well, now, I wonder what your shallow wit has thought up. As Rono made fun of me and giggled. Well, my earlier words to the letter in place of black tea and cookies somewhere arbitrarily nearby.
多かった
I imagine it is because you have gained an increased
自
confidence.
信を深めた
The
からでございま
existence
し
of a
ょ
19th person.
うよろしければぜひご講説を
Would you
お聞
be
かせ願いま
gracious
すか
enough to allow me to hear your opinion?
ああ、いいぜ。
Yeah, sure.
どうせベアトの
I'm
前で
gonna say
改
it
め
again
て
in front of
言う
Beto
しな
anyway.
隠す必要もないさ。
No reason to hide it.
いいか
Alright.
この島に隠し
You
屋
say
敷
the
があ
hidden
っ
mansion
て
somewhere on this island. The
愛人を
grandfather
住ま
had
わ
his
せていた
mistress
らし
living
い
there.
となりゃ
That case in question that's been torturing
俺
me.
を苦しめてきた
Whether there are
18
18or
人なのか
19 people
19人なのかって疑
can be
問
easily
は
resolved.
簡単に決着する。
Oh, by the way, my theory about it is currently the most absurd one, which is that there was another mansion or home here originally, and it was once Kenzo decided to live here, he had to take him down. Like, that's my theory, or maybe reuse the material or something. I mean, for fuck's sake, there's a goddamn Torii gate here and shrine. Like honestly, think about Kenzo. Would he have that shit on the island? Would he want it there? Or would he put a fucking giant cross? What would he do? He put a giant fucking cross, not a Torii gate. So, yeah. I think someone else was here beforehand, obviously. I think I take the Torii gates and the shrine as proof that someone had to be here beforehand. Because they're both... Well, the Torii gate especially is out of character for Kenzo to build.
マトラ様は魔女を否定す
Although
る
you deny witches,
18人
you
の
hold it up with Sam by refusing to seek culprit among the 18.
スタンダードの
Have driven yourself to a dead
自ら
end.
追い込まれました
魔女を否定する最も簡単な方法
The easiest way to
は
deny the witch would be to doubt one of the
18人
18.
の誰かを疑うことだ。
Fuck, I'm not surprised to see this, but it's so accurate for her. I'm gonna read it. Battler, it's Pride Month. You know what that means. What? You want me to solve, like, gay lock rooms? What?
18人全員のアリバイはそう簡単に
It's
は
not so easy for every one of the 18 to have an alibi.
常に一人くら
Only
い
find at least one person with a
アリ
fragile
バイの
alibi.
脆い人間が生まれる。俺はそいつを生贄にすることで
Could probably continue to deny the existence of witches forever. I kept using that person as a sacrifice.
しかしそれ
However,
は
I will
断固拒
steadfastly
否する
refuse to do that.
ああダメだぜ
Yeah, that's no good. That's no goddamn good at all.
18人はみんな
Every one of those 18 people is either a
俺にとっ
parent,
て
a
親
relative,
た
or a
ちや
cousin
親
of
戚たちや
mine.
いとこたちそして
And those are like servants who are sometimes serious and sometimes funny.
頼もしい使用人の人たちだ俺はその人たちの
I
誰を
won't
生贄
myself
に
use
する
any
こ
of
とも
them
許
as a
せない
sacrifice.
かつて俺はその決意が
My
あやふや
past,
だ
my resolve wavered.
だからその
That's how Beetle
心
hit
の
me
弱
when
さ
my heart was weak.
ベアトに疲れたんだ
自らの弱点を
Accepting and understanding your weakness.
なかなかできることではありません。
That is not something which can be often accomplished.
バトラ様は19人目が存在する説を槍に
Valor-sama, you are using this theory about the 19th person as a spear.
槍という
Or should I say,
盾
a shield?
いずれにせよこれまでのゲームでの無策と違い
And even, unlike how unprepared you were in the games up till now.
戦い方に指針を
Let us call the fact that you now have a compass
劇
bearing
的
another
飛躍
fight
と申せましょう
a dramatic leap forward.
これでバトラ様は
With this, you need not doubt any of the 18 you love and respect. Yeah, but Beatrice is dead. Like, you know, I'm sorry. I'm gonna fucking put this out there. If Beatrice is around Kinzo's age, I don't think she's around Kinzo's age. I think she's fucking dead because, like, look, Kinzo's an old fuck. Got it? Like, I don't really have any problems thinking that silver hair Beatrice, who's probably my guess is right now Kinzo's Beatrice, which means Beto is Beto Jr., which means I like going with that idea because it was mentioned very long ago that, hey, there's some theory that maybe he had a fucking kid with Beatrice. Is like, okay, maybe Beatrice is actually Beatrice Jr. and he loves her? It's kind of weird because it's like, well, where the fuck are they? Did they die too? Like, that doesn't quite make sense. Oh, hi. Oh, yeah. Hey, Carrie, this is Rono. He's a demon. You can easily suspect a 19th person and pursue your theory that the culprit is a human.
そういうことさ
That's exactly it.
最初のゲームの
Playing first game when Cannon-kun was killed in the boiler
ボイ
room
ラー室とか他にも
and a bunch of other places. Ken-kun... Ah, yes. Cannon was killed in quite a few locations. Okay, you know that's not what I meant.
19人目が存在していた
There are countless tricks I can use without
迷う必要
hesitation
な
if
ん
a 19th
かないトリック
person
はいくつ
exists.
もある
Yeah, like Cannon fucking killed themselves. Oh, right! We might be able to establish a pattern this time! Oh my fucking god! We might be able to establish a pattern that Cannon probably fucking kills himself! Oh my god! Yay! In the very first game, Cannon could have been killed in the boiler room. One might think that he was attacked by Kumasawa-san, who had gone down into the boiler room with him. Maybe that someone had appeared in the dead earlier was actually faking it, and had ambushed Cannon in the boiler room. Either way is to move that force speed to suspect one of the 18. However, by simply proposing that 19th person exists, there's no longer a need to suspect one of the 18th that murdered in the boiler room.
つまり
In short,
18人の
impossible
誰
for
に
any
も
of
無
the
理だ
18, the culprit is a
イコー
witch.
ル犯人は魔女という図式だけは
Is an
否
equation
定
that I
する
can
こと
now
ができる
deny.
わけさ
You prefer your demons in the form of arrogant women? Oh yeah, Battler does too. In this argument, we can take, for example, the question which had been raised once again in this game. Who gave Maria the letter? And come up with an easy explanation. Even involved 18 people who have alibis. He's explained everything by saying that 19th person visited her and gave her the letter. Battler, you fucking dumbass. That's been on the table since the beginning. That's been on the table since the very start. This is a mile-big fucking place. Someone could have stuck on months ago. There could have been a 19th person here for fucking 12 years. There's nothing to fucking like, what the fuck? Vito's just gonna instantly red text this. Oh, fuck yeah, she is. Don't know how so, because I doubt she's just gonna outright red text. There isn't a 19th person, but she's gonna fuck around, certainly. I think that is quite a good move. How would I strike back? Battler-sama, despite your understanding, there are still plenty of weak points. Battler definitely living up to Vito's red text at last episode. Really isn't confident. Yeah, not the smartest tool in the shed yet. He is kind of awesome, but he's not yet smart. Perhaps the 18 people attack will be an effective move. As in time to judge how strong your defense is, it may be interesting to attack from that angle again. Then how would you do it? Demon Butler?
バトラ様が刺された19人目の駒を迎え撃つのが
I believe it would be appropriate to attack this 19th piece that you have played.
バトラ様は
Battler-sama,
19人
have
目
you
に
ever
お会
met
いして
this
おりませ
19th
ん
person?
19人目が存
May I
在す
ask
る
you for some proof that this 19th person
お願いできま
exists?
すかね
Devil's proof. We can call it devil's proof here. They can't guarantee disprove that the 19th person exists. So the 19th person can exist, no matter what.
Amazing.
How naive.
もちろん
Of course I knew you probably
そ
tried
の
that
させて
move.
くるだろうことは読んでいる。
それは
My.
受けてをお願いいた
Please
します
respond to it.
魔女だの悪魔だの。
Witches and demons and like.
お前らにこれ
There's
ほ
no
ど
way
恐ろしい
more-
言ってはないぜ。
There's no move more appropriate for you than this one.
それがこいつ。
And that's
悪魔の証明
the
さ。
devil's proof. Hey, he brought up what I was thinking. When we humans are accused of something, we always counterattack by saying to show some evidence. Because that's a human move. I'm fighting with a witch. I'm taking part in battle with someone who isn't human. And some moves exist which can only be used in a game against a witch. There are cheat moves. They call these normally logical fucking fallacies, but here we call them chess moves. That's what devil proof is. Therefore, evidence is unnecessary. Let's take the assumption that there's a hidden mansion in Rokujima and separate from the Ushiro family mansion, which you really don't need to do to get this theory off the ground. And that a woman named Beatrice is living there. In order to prove this, one must find this mansion and actually bring Beatrice out of it. It's called actual proof of the human world. However, if we follow the rule of the devil's proof, you can't disprove that she exists, even if there's no evidence that she does. Because it's impossible to prove that something doesn't exist. That's right, this devil's proof, which tormented me so much before, I managed to finally use to my own advantage. Those guys are always trying to force me to accept the existence of witch by using the devil's proof. That was because in response to Vito's professions that witches do exist. I physically cannot offer any proof that witches don't. That's why I've been subjected to this nonsense that witches exist. I was unable to counterattack. And that's why I'll flip over the chessboard right now. I can't disprove that witches exist, that means if it's just that 19th person exists, you can't disprove that either. In other words, the enigmatic mistress in question is probably hiding herself, so it's pretty natural you can never find her no matter how hard you look. So you can't say that 19th person can't be found because the 19th person doesn't exist. Therefore, it's impossible to disprove a 19th person. He used the devil's proof to make denying your existence impossible. This time it's become my weapon. If we can get away with this argument, and never mind 19th person, it's not going to be full of people we don't know about. Even if there are 10 or 100 of them hiding, she can't disprove that they exist. The last game, the one before, among the murder scenes that showed up, there were several that were extremely intricate and must have taken a lot of effort to set up. Oh my god, Valor's going with Carrie's cult theory. Okay. It's hard to imagine that a single culprit could have set all those things up. However, if not a 19th person, but 10 or 100 people were hidden somewhere, they wouldn't be any problem at all. They all split up the work, they could handle any job in a short period of time. Of course, I mean, the sad thing about the 19th person theory is it doesn't actually solve much of anything. So, even in my, I would like to point you to my episode 1 theories. The 19th person committed, in my theory, the ending murders only. She didn't kill anyone else, the ending murders were only her. Everyone else got changed around. So, admittedly, a 19th person, Balor's big problem here is, the existence of a 19th person does not disprove that one of the 18 could have killed. It just doesn't. Of course, doubts actually arise at whether a large group of people like that could sing around the mansion without being noticed. But those are all settled by the devil's proof. Does not seeing or not noticing 100 people inside the mansion does not disprove that they were there. But even though I'm saying it's such a stupid argument that makes me want to throw up. Some of the mysteries in Balor's Go BB disproving witches is? Yeah, but through my efforts, Valor wants to prove that everyone is innocent, essentially. I'm putting, to take the phrase here, I'm flipping the chessboard. From Bito's perspective, she's not just trying to make Valor admit witches exist. She's trying to do it by attacking him through multiple methods, through logic and through his heart. If she can force a situation where only a witch or one of the 18 can kill, then Valor's gonna want to try and find a way to make it so that neither's true, which puts him in a lot more of a tough position. However, sturdy as hell move that makes it perfect one to use against a witch. Hey, Rush, what the fuck? Well, we're only imagining here. The thought about 100 suspicious men wearing goat masks hiding in the shadows. That goes beyond funny and makes me think of cockroaches. If you see one, it means there's 100 hiding in the shadows. I do think these ridiculous argument that's horribly twisted. My opponent was scheming, I'm sure they yelled at me like it was out of my mind. But my opponent is a witch. And after all, this is the kind of competition we're having, isn't it? There's any kind of reckless argument to explain it using humans to deny the witch. Anyway, with this move, I'll never have to doubt any of the 18 who are close to me. Yeah, see, Balor's desperate to not suspect any of the 18, which means that, again, a big part of Bito's strategy is to make it so if there were 100 me, we would not make a second locked room around us. Quite sure that just made Bito like us, and I hate that thought. But anyway, yeah, Beatrice's plan of attack doesn't really require her to, she's kind of betting on Balor caring so much about every one of the 18 that no matter that he'll deny that he'll accept the existence of a witch before he'll accept that one of the 18 killed someone. So that's one of her methods of getting him to admit witches exist. Never again repeat the defeat I suffered last time. I see. I've learned from your defeat last time. That is good. It is no surprise that by the third game you become quite devious.
まずは自陣の守りを
You first strengthen your own defenses.
実に堅実な処
That
理
is truly a solid first step.
なかなかの妙
Quite
手
a
と思います
spectacular move, I think.
まあ19人目の人
Oh,
物を
we
仮
do
定
seem
し
that
た
there
と
is
し
a
て
19th person.
マスターキーの
There's so few
本
tricks
数な
left
ど
I
のよ
can't get past no matter how
何
many
人
he was I had.
間を増やして
Like the number of
クリアできな
masterpiece.
いトリックも残ってるしかし
Still, it
と
isn't
りあ
bad
え
as
ず
a
の
first
一
step
手
for
と
the
して
time being.
は悪くないはずだ
I could also blindly find exactly where the final solution is and then be inundated with Gnosis jokes. Look, I swear, I've probably stumbled upon Gnosis at some point in this fucking story. You can probably check out my board and be like, holy shit, how did he fucking figure this shit out? Like, I don't know.
バトラ様の切り札19人目の人物という大駒
Now I'm just thinking about fucking Punda's joke earlier about it's Pride Month and the gay rooms. I'm just like, yes, the gay Canon is actually a girl, like I thought when I first saw them. And I still kind of think, like, fuck. Kinzo going, Jessica, it's Pride Month, you know? It's time to deal with the furniture as we do always. What? You're like, what do we do with furniture? Make them gay or something? Oh my god, that would be so much additional angst for canon. I just realized if they're a girl and they like fucking Jessica, like holy shit, that would be fucking. Oh, that ruined them.
証拠はあるのかとの私の一手にバトラ様は悪魔の証明で
You countered my move of asking for evidence by using the devil's proof.
良い攻防です
A good skirmish.
お嬢様の
Why are you beeping me, guys? Did I do something weird this
勝手
time?
に手を進めてしまうのは申し訳ないのですが
Although I have no excuse for making moves by myself when my lady is absent,
私も少し
I find that I too have become slightly interested.
お嬢様に代わりさらに一手
Okay, that's the third BB. The fuck? Stop! They have Pride Month in the 80s? Probably. I mean, it's Japan. They probably don't have Pride Month 10 years from this game. Do they even kiss? No, I don't think Canon and Jessica ever kiss, which makes sense. They're not actually together, even in any of the points we've seen. Although I have no excuse for making moves myself when my lady is absent, I too have become slightly interested. I wonder if you permit me to make yet another move on my lady's behalf. This family-friendly VN, Darkbit. We found in episode 1 at the end, Maria's jawbone was found. Yeah, fucking family-friendly. Go for it. I'll give you a witch or demon. I'll take you on. The move you made, the devil's proof, is a speciality of us demons. But there are also various other moves available to us. You know of a move called Hempo's Raven. Hempo's Raven?
何の話だ
What are you talking about? Fuck, here she comes. I have clicked a total of almost too much. Just then, Laugh. It gets on my nerves every time I hear it start echoing around us. The rune was filled with dazzling golden butterflies, and in the center of that whirlwind, the golden witch appeared.
これはお嬢様。
Why, if it isn't my lady?
おはようございます。
Good morning.
わらわのいないところで何やら面白そうな
I
ことを
thought you might be
している
doing something interesting while I was away.
ヘンペルのカラス
Hambo's Raven, was it? Hey guys, should I stop here? This is a good point to stop, considering my headache and stuff. Which I fucking hate existing still. God, I can't believe I got a headache so bad that it's like making me want to stop. This gets so fucking interesting. I hate having to stop ever. Hambo's Raven, was it?
なんとも笑
What
い
an amusing
懐
and
かしい
nostalgic move.
よもやバトラに披露する日が来ようとはな
Yeah, things will be heating up soon. Get some rest. Okay. I really hate to have to stop early because of a headache, but like, you know, don't want to wake up in the morning and then have to cancel completely because my head was exploding from a headache or anything, you know? I'm probably gonna wake up, when I wake up in the morning, I'm probably gonna end up looking through episode 1 and 2. God, fuck me, I'm such a paranoid bastard. I don't even know what I'm gonna find, honestly, but I'm gonna look through shit. Anyway, thank you all again for coming to today's live stream. Hope you guys had a great time. If first time coming, I suggest you subscribe and hit the notification bell so wherever I'm streaming. If you have anything in comment, leave a comment down below. If you have anything you like, leave a like, and also share the video around with whoever you think might be interested. And until next time, which is tomorrow, by the way, I'm going to get up close. I'm going to get quiet. And I'm going to say goodbye.